need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. On the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now a handoff here to his running back. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They run a draw here on second down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And tough starting field position here. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
They'll set up a throw. They'll roll him out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. But guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they timed it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. And now another one thrown incomplete. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Here's the Chiefs punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves. Maybe
blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On play action, they'll throw. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Rhodes. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play. They go play action here on first down. Forced out to his left. And he's got some space here. The ball comes out.
Well, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
One thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They come after him, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. He'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses. Catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Well, we, of course, saw this a little while back in an Alabama-Auburn game at the college level. You just don't expect to see this, though, in the NFL.
No, not at all. And what you're also seeing are NFL teams being more aggressive about, hey, if you're going to miss the field goal, you got a guy back there. We've got a chance to bring it back and create better field position, or, in this case, get a score. They're going to do that nowadays.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escape, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Watching that, Barney. Here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. No. Check. Watching that, Barney.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle to Smith. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
Watching that, Barney. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. They find some open field here. There he goes left side. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys. But in this league, you can learn a lesson early.
Without a doubt, and what a tough reminder for any running back, especially a rookie. The things you got away with in college probably won't work so well in the NFL.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll throw now on the final play. Flushed out right. And some room to maneuver. And avoids the contact by sliding. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you across the country to Orlando. Standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
He finds Ivory here. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? But pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Rhodes. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 30 yards there. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Back to throw. Being chased out left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Looking to throw. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
He's going to look deep down, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. Back now in the East Bay. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Let's go. Green 35.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
2nd and goal to go now. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Toe bashed it. Super toe.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Now on the return. Oh, no, the ball is loose. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
All right, now look at 56.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders are going to win the football game. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Now a desperation throw deep down. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. Well, that interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Raiders, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.